Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I don't know if anyone's actually in the chat or anything yet. I don't see any viewers, but that's okay, because that's okay. I'm joined today by a WordPress legend. You know him, you love him, Justin Tadlock. Hi, Justin.
Hello, everyone. I'm I'm over. I'm actually over here trying to mute Ryan.
Oh, you're trying to mute me? Oh, let me mute you.
Yeah, on two screens.
Oh, like on the other, like in the Twitch screen, or
Yeah. There we go. I forgot about the echo.
that'll do it. My chat's not working properly here. This is a whole bunch of technical details today. We'll get this figured out. Open this up, and we'll get this figured out. Don't y'all worry about this. Where is your stream chat gone now? There it is. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. Sorry. Anyways, yeah. So today we're going to be talking about some fun things. We are going to be building. This is what we're going to be building. This thing. So this little dark mode toggle. But I am not good enough to build this on my own, so I had to bring on, like I said, Justin, who knows everything about block theming and all that sort of stuff. Cool. So Justin has set up a theme for us to check out. I have the link here, Justin. You want me to drop it in chat and you can walk us through what you're doing, or?
Yep.
All right, we'll do that. So I'll put this in chat. Stand by. So here is the link right there. That's the. What is going? Oh, Discord. Discord didn't get that. YouTube got that. Is Twitter not going? What is happening? I'm sorry. I'm full of technical issues today. Stand by. I'm gonna have to figure something out here, I think. Anyways, Justin, you go ahead and share your screen and walk us through what we're doing today, and then I'll figure out this thing on my end while you're doing that.
That sounds great. Great. Yeah. So, yeah, this is the same thing as the GitHub repo with everything Ryan was showing. And but yeah, what we did was create a theme and a child theme of 2024 because that was the easiest path without having to write a whole bunch of custom stuff. So I was just going to show quickly what this does on my end. Is if you turn your dark mode onto your screen, it automatically turns to a dark color scheme and back to light as well. This is done through like system preferences, and so it automatically adjusts based on the user's what they have decided for their dark or light mode. This also works in the editor, so we could we could click on edit site. Actually, I haven't tested edit site yet. I've been testing the post editor, so hopefully this actually works. Yes. So actually, I've done this entirely through theme.json, and actually I figure out how to get my up here. Trying to drag my code editor over to the monitor so you can see it, but that is being a problem, Ryan.
Oh, no worries. Are you sharing your whole screen or just Chrome?
Yeah, sharing the whole screen. I knew I was gonna run into some difficulty.
Oh, don't even worry about it. If anyone's ever seen this stream before, they know it's full of technical difficulties, mostly coding difficulties because I don't know what I'm doing. But it's
there we go.
Oh, there we go.
We were joking before the stream, like I'm such a noob with like splitting things up onto different monitors. But let's stretch this out a little bit. I don't know. Is it showing up good?
Yep, you might just want to zoom in just a little bit. It's a little small for my old eyes, but I don't know about the rest of the things. And quick hi to Titus in Atlantis and Vicious. I'm not saying that right, but thanks for joining us today. And Birgit Polyak is in there. And speaking of WordPress legends, Birgit is with us in chat.
All right. How's it looking now?
Yeah, that's perfect. That's great. Chat, let me know if things need to be zoomed in or zoomed out or turned up or turned down. Let me know.
So, yeah, I mean, how many people we have that are that build themes, like block themes these days in the chat?
Give me a thumbs up if you build block themes.
Yeah. So, this is actually really copy and pasted from 2024, the color scheme. What I'm doing here is introducing a new mode or a new function in CSS. It's baseline functionality for 2024. So we have it's somewhere around like 84, 80, or 82%, 83% supported. Mostly people, browsers that don't support it are just outdated. But typically, if we looked in like 2024, it would look, this color would be set like that. So all we're doing here is setting this to call the light dark function, and for the light color we'll have, this is a light gray and this is like a dark gray. And so depending on what the user has set, for the operating system preferences, the color, changes. And what I've done is I've went through and added each one of these to the same like slugs that are set in 2024. So this is in a child theme. I did have one interesting one, like I left it because it's kind of like a medium color that sets, between light and dark. So you can mix and match these things. And I told Ryan this is gonna be like super short because this is almost all, like the biggest part of the work is just creating your color scheme. I will actually, I can share to let's see, I have a website that I use. Let's see, color UI colors. So that's the easy way to like get a palette. You stick a color in and you can just grab a color that's in the same palette as that one. I'll share that in the chat. But I can't share it in the chat because apparently I'm not logged in over there on that profile.
Oh, you should be able to drop it into the chat in the Stream Together panel if you want to do that.
Okay.
Oh, there we are, seeing us behind the scenes.
Yeah, we got to.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'll just avoid mirroring our screens.
No, that's fine. Don't even worry about it.
Okay. Anyways, there's the website is uicolors.app. I use it for for quickly making color palettes and doing the things I need to do there. Okay, so back to this, and there's one bit of CSS that is required to enable the light dark function to make it actually work, and you need to set a color scheme on the root element. Color scheme is actually has, almost 100% as browser support. So it is. You don't have to worry about supporting anything very old there. And for light dark mode, just do light space dark, and it's literally that simple to get your colors on the front end. There's some other thing. There's one other aspect. But let's just look at just some random page where I was playing around with buttons and so on. So. This is just a page. And
can you just zoom in just a little bit, Justin?
Yes, I can. Uh-oh. need to get out of that so I can. Why is my Zoom not working? There we go.
There you go. There you go. That looks perfect to me.
Different keyboard shortcuts for different programs to
Yeah.
Zoom. Yeah. So, yeah, I just put some buttons in here with like the different colors, like the different 2024 colors, and change the background and so on. So you can just kind of see that we're in dark mode at the moment. So the kind of tricky thing I had to figure out was how do I change like this the color picker and so on, which really wasn't that tricky. It just requires a little CSS. But if you see when I switch back to lights, this actually changes in the color picker. And if I change back, you see the colors change again. So that was that required a little bit of CSS, which I have to add. I need to zoom in on that one too. So, just like any other editor CSS, you want to, enqueue it on block editor, enqueue block editor assets, call your CSS file, and I just have a basic. I'm gonna have to zoom in on every tab. Yeah, so there's two things you got to target, like component color indicator. That is actually this indicator right here, like in the tab itself. And so
you have to zoom in on that too.
Yeah.
Sorry. The zooms. It's welcome to the Zoom stream, the Zoom Twitch stream.
Yeah. It's not important that we actually look at the class because I have the class. But yeah, that's this thing here, like that shows in the sidebar. And the other thing is you need to actually target like the individual picker, like the pop-up thing, the gradient control, color and gradient, which is this. So you have two classes you have to target, and it's the same thing as you've done on the front end for root. You're just setting a color scheme, and that's pretty much like how simple like this technique is. And like from a development standpoint, the hardest thing is just actually sitting down and coming up with a color scheme that works. That's the thing that takes hours, and this took half an hour to figure out.
It's really cool though. I mean, it's really nice that you don't have to do much, right? Like once you get your color scheme, it just inherits from the browser setting, right? Or like it trickles down from your OS setting to the browser setting and so on and so forth. Right? Like it's nice.
So I just kind of like scan a couple pages here, and you can see like some of the colors that's in 2024 they've changed, and this was like a really quick. I don't know if I want to click on grid. It doesn't look great in all themes, but there's one thing I did kind of run into. It's just kind of like a watch out. If you're like me and you build public themes that are going to be distributed, and let's say you create a style variation or a child theme, and then you actually overwrite this styles.css, like you define this in a child theme or a style variation, then it's going to actually overwrite this at the top level. So if this is defined in theme.json, then you also need to either carry this over to style variations or child theme.jsons, or you need to throw this in your style throw it in style.css, and which we can do there. And I do have a little code I can, but if you do that and you throw it in the style.css, you can you'll need to load your style.css file, which you can do with WPNQ scripts, hook, and you also want to load your editor style sheet in that case, so on after setup theme. But it basically does the same thing. It just depends on if you're building a client, site, you're not worried about, someone overriding this CSS, hopefully. But yeah, pretty quick, pretty simple.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great though. I like it. So the next part of this is we're going to try to build a toggle. So we have a bit of a plan. Justin and I kind of like thought this through, and we were. Oh, there's a question in chat. So the browser is picking. Let me highlight this question here. So
Okay.
The browser is picking up the preference and adjusting to the new light dark function. Yes, basically. So whatever you've got your OS set to, it's like OS to browser, right? It's not a browser setting specifically. It's just like insert it gets it from the OS. Is that right, Justin?
Yeah, it's the browser's getting it from the OS,
right?
And automatically, and doing some magic, I guess, behind the scenes that.
Hey, it's CR0.
I have no idea how it works.
Yeah. Oh, Corey's here. He just interrupt. The robot voice just interrupted our stream. That's fine. Welcome, Corey. Cool. Yeah. So, I shared that light dark function in the chat. So go and check that out. And it's got really, this is the one that doesn't have full browser support, right? Like the color scheme property does,
Yeah.
but this CSS function that has like 80% or something. You were saying, I think.
Yeah. So the CSS function light dark. Actually, it has. Let's see. It has 82.91% browser support.
Let's drop in chat there.
And yeah. Color scheme has like 95.2. I mean, it's
Right.
wide, super wide red.
So if you're trying to target browsers that don't support the light dark, the approach that we're taking today is going to be probably not going to work. Well, it's not going to work. And it's going to be a lot more work to do this. So what we're going to do, Justin and I were talking about this, and we wanted to see if we could do this without building a custom block, and it is possible. So we're going to do it by basically hijacking. We're going to build a block variation of the button block, and we're gonna essentially just completely hijack it and turn it into like a toggle, which I showed earlier, which is here. So this little doodad right here is the thing that we're going to try to build. Now there's a lot going on, but it should be a fun thing. And we're going to use the interactivity API to manage this, and we're going to even write it back to user preferences, which is going to be great too, because I don't think there's a lot of interactivity API examples that actually interface with WordPress, right? Like we could save it to local storage, but that's great, if you use the same computer. But if you want to like persist it to a user option, user meta, then we can do that. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so I have Justin's. I need to zoom in. I have Justin's theme checked out. I'm just going to do. Oh, you can't see this because Justin's face is in the way, but that's okay. Feature. I'm just cutting a new branch. We call this toggle button. All right, cool. And I'm gonna go. Okay, so we can look at the source files. So in our themes, we've just got basically. We're not gonna have. I'm gonna delete that for now because we don't have that there. So this is these are the files that Justin gave us. So first thing that we need to do is we're gonna need a build process. So I'm just gonna run npm init. You know what? I'm gonna do this in my terminal window so I can show you the commands and stuff that I'm running. So let me just do that. Bear with me 1 second here. Let me grab that. Drop it in my terminal window, and I'm gonna zoom it in. Dark mode in a block theme. There we go. Throw new error. Yep, that's right. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this. So basically the first thing that we want to do.
It's throw new error.
Throw new error. He's here. Okay, so npm init. This is just allows us to quickly create a package.json. We're gonna take the name. Yep, sure. Description is a great theme by the even greater Justin Tadlock. Entry point, yeah, sure. Why not? Test command, sure. Why not? Git repository. We're gonna plunk in his Git repo right here. This should fill in a bunch of details for us. Keywords is what, a block theme. Theme, WordPress, dark mode. Dark mode. You have to say it like that. If you don't say it like that, it's not as cool sounding. Justin Tadlock, boom, license. I don't know what the short is for GPL. I'm gonna update that in a minute, but I'll just leave this. This is gonna ask me this is what I want. Yes, it is. So now we have in here we're gonna have our package. What just happened? What was that? Oh, because it's got node modules, it figures it out. That's weird. Okay. We're going to go ahead and delete dependencies because that is not something that we need to have here. That was weird. Okay. So, this thing's in a whole weird place. I don't like this at all. You know when something gets like built and it doesn't look the way you're used to it and you're like, I don't know how computers work anymore. That's how I feel right now. Okay, cool. So we have this. This is great. So now we're going to need to add the scripts package. So we can do that pretty easily with npm I. We're going to save it for as part of our dev dependencies, and it's going to be at WordPress scripts. Bam. We're going to need that. And so the plan is we're going to build a block variation, and we're going to build, and then we're going to filter it all. So return different markup than what we have. Dark mode toggle block. Don't you drop Nick Diego stuff in here, Phil. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of I mean, this is not the first dark mode toggle, but we're just trying to